Welcome to my channel, World of Forensics. Today we are going to discuss about the classification of the cybercrimes. So, what is a cybercrime? Cybercrimes are any misconduct which are done using computer and network. Here, according to Dr. Devaroti Haldar and Dr. K. Jaishankar, cybercrimes are done against persons or group of persons with criminal intention to deliberately harm the status of the individual or cause physical or psychological destruction of the victim directly or indirectly using modern communications techniques, networks like internet. This so it can be done using um, MMS, SMS, or chat rooms, emails, notice boards. It can also be done in social media sites. Okay, and all this misconduct causes uh, psychological and also very have hard impact on the victims. So now the classification. Cybercrimes includes a wide range of activities and basically it can be classified into four classes which includes crimes against individual, crimes against property, crimes against organization and crimes against the society. And this four can be again classified into many other types which are discussed in the next slide. So crime against individual. So these crimes are basically it causes harm to an individual person and not a group of persons. Uh, so these are called crimes against individual. Here, crimes against individual can be done in four types of ways, like the email spoofing, spamming, cyber defamation, and harassment or cyber stalking. So email spoofing, it like spoofing an email and the formation messages by impersonating the corresponding identity. It shows its origin to be different from which it is actually is. So by spoofing an email, one can make it like uh, the original one, and when the person who sent the mail when opens it, it causes harm to that person. Email spamming, it's very common, and we get these types of spam mails in our emails, which mainly goes to the spam box. So spam messages are junk mails, which are sent with web link or business proposals. When we click on that link, it takes us to a site which are sent to be phishing websites, not the original one. And by this way, email spamming causes harm. Cyber defamation. It's like defamation of a person, which can be done in real life without internet or any network system. And cyber defamation is the same thing by using internet and computer systems. Here, a person is defamed and he is lower of his estimation of the right thinking, making the individuals of the society think that he is an inferior one, or and later it causes the person to be ignored by the society. Like an email account, if one person is hacked and several mails are sent from that account to some of his colleagues or subjects or any girl with the intended to defend, and this causes the defamation of that person. The person does not do that, but as the mails are sent from his side, the person gets defamed. Cyber stalking or harassment, it's like stalking a person in real life, but here cyber stalking, so it is done through internet and computer systems. Here the person one person looks after the movement of another person across the internet, like what the person posts on the social medias or chat rooms, and the person visits those posts and uh, crime against property. The crime against property can be divided into three types: the credit card fraud, the intellectual property crimes, and the internal time theft. The credit card frauds are recently increasing day by day, where a person is called and the person demands to be a person from bank, asking the details of the person's credit card, and also not only the credit card details but also the pin number of that card. After getting that, when the person have all the details, he deliberately uses those through computer systems, hacks the person's account, and withdraws the money using the credit card details. Intellectual property crimes. Intellectual property involves a list of any illegal act due to which a owner is deprived from his human rights is a crime. There are very common form of intellectual property crimes like software piracy, copyright infringement, trademark and service mark violation, theft of computer source code. All these are included in intellectual property crimes. So we have heard about copyright infringement and trademark. A person or company its own trademark and which cannot be used by any other company or person. Similarly with the copyright infringement, which is very common in YouTube or any other places. Third one, the internal time theft. It basically refers to hacking. It is used by unofficial person or another individual who gets paid and logs into another person's computer without the knowledge of that person. I using someone else's ISP user ID and password, either by hacking or gaining access to, which is unlawful, and uses the internet of the other person without his knowledge. You can recognize time theft if your internet time has been recharged often, regardless of your own. Then you can see that the person that your internet connection or your IP address is being used somewhere else. Now comes the crimes against organization. First one is unauthorized access of computers. This is also sometimes denoted as hacking. But according to Indian law, there is difference between unauthorized access and hacking. And to prevent this misconception, there in as the term in the IT Act 2000 in India, it denotes that unauthorized access is wider than hacking. The second one, that is denial of services or DOS. Here, in simple words, denial of service is referred as the act by which the user of the website is denied to use the service or the website. So there is a large number of requests to use that website or the server, and this causes a maximum bandwidth of the website and it will slow down and also not available sometimes. The third one is virus attack. A computer virus is a type of malware when it replicates by implanting itself into the computer programs, data files, and also the boot sector. When a drive is infected by a virus, the virus frequently do certain types of dangerous activities and affect the host computer, such as stealing hard disk space or the CPU, taking time, and retrieving private information, corrupting the data in the computer, displaying different types of funny mails, uh, also displaying um, some things which are not pleased by the authorized person on the display, saying not all viruses cause damage and they keep themselves hidden in some other files. The fourth one is email bomb. In email bombing, a user is sent a vast number of emails to target the address, and due to this, the email address or the mail server is crashed. It feels like denial of service, as the person cannot access the email, or as a or a person cannot receive any email, or neither can send any email, as there is a lot of spam emails which are bombing the email original email access or the original author. The fifth one is the salami attack. A salami attack is a minor attack which later on make a major attack, and it becomes untraceable for the person. It is also known as salami slicing. Through, gain, through it, the person gets benefits of the computer, benefits like the access of the computer, and the attacker uses the online database to seize little informations of the customer, like the bank credit details, and then deducts little amount of money from the account, and the person do not notice it, and when he notices it, it becomes impossible for the person to trace, as he had not lodged any complaint when the little amount of money was deducted from his account, and then it becomes almost impossible for police or other authorities to trace who has taken away the money. Then the sixth one is the logic bombing. Mm. The logic bombing is a piece of code which is intentionally inserted to any software system, and it shows mischievous features under definite conditions. Like, a programmer may hide a part of the code, and that starts initiating delete, like deleting files from the computer system. These softwares contain various viruses and worms, and contain logic bombs that execute certain payload to predefined time, um, or some other conditions when it is met. Uh, like Trojan horse, which triggered on certain specific uh, dates, are regarded as time bombs. Also, there are some viruses which attack attack on particular dates, like the April Fool's Day, and person may think that uh, some software is, or some website is showing something like on the basis of that day, but it's not like that. Basically, it is already attacked and the system is compromised. Now, the seventh one, the Trojan horse. The Trojan horse or Trojan is a non-self-duplicating kind of malware program comprising malicious code. It is when implemented carried out actions by determining the nature of the Trojan, usually cause damages or stealing of data from the system and damages the system. A Trojan horse generally acts as a backdoor, communicating, communicating a supervisor that have unlawful access to the affected computer. The Trojan exists and not themselves, and they are not easily noticeable, but carry out the functions inside the computer, and ca- causes communication with the supervisor who has inserted the Trojan horse on the compromised system. The eighth one, that is data delete. The data delete is an illegal modify, modification of data. When an individual enters some data in his system and the output is different from the input, he may be victim of data delete. It is done by inserting some virus program into the computer, and this viruses change the program, which results in the which results in the uh, res- result in uh, answer which is not that one which was required. Crime against societies. The first one is forgery. When a perpetrator alters documents saved in electronic form, the crime committed may be a forgery. As it involves computer systems, it is called cyber forgery. It can be also done in documents, in hard copy documents, which is regarded in the document forgery. The computer systems are targeted by the criminals and they use tools to commit this forgery. New fake modification or forging errors when electronic color laser duplicators become accessible. These duplicators are capable of high resolution repetition, alternation of documents, and formation of false documents without getting an original one. Though these documents whose quality cannot be differentiated from the authentic documents except by the experts. And by this way, fake documents are created, and using this electronic tools and are used and produced in various sectors as their original documents like certificates, anything like this which are of immense value for any person. Then the second one, cyber terrorism. Yeah, there is basic difference between cyber terrorism and cyber crime. Earlier we have discussed about cyber crime. So cyber terrorism is of international concern where it has both domestic as well as international consequences. Here, the terrorists are on the internet and is disposed by denial of service attacks and causes problems in the website like and produces hate websites, hate mails, attacks on duplicate computer networks, etc. A terrorist here indulges in killing a person or in violence or disruption of services of the communication which is essential for our community and damages the properties with a view of putting the public in danger, affecting the harmony between the peoples by spreading anti-national thoughts through this cyber means internet websites and various things. These are types of which are included in cyber terrorism. Last, the last one, third one, that is the webjacking. The word webjacking comes from hijacking. It's type of cybercrime. The cybercriminals hack and control the website and changes the contents of the website and control the website without the re- uh, real owner of the website. And some attackers also ask for ransom to free the website and return it to the original owner. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more videos on forensic science.